We wanna know more about you. We wanna know. So I brought you on my show. We want to know. With today's special guest, upcoming artist, Wanya. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of We Want to Know. And today we have an amazing guest with us today, an upcoming artist who does covers and also has some music of his own, which we will talk about on today's episode. But help me welcome Wanya. My little in-house clap.
Glad to be here.
So like I just spoke about you like doing your music and stuff, and I saw you online doing your covers, and I was like, wow, he can really sing. So the first question I kind of want to ask you is, when did you discover that you had a voice?
I think I knew I was able to sing around like the age of 12. But I actually didn't like my voice before because I think at that time, it was before I went through puberty, so it was very high pitched. I hated it. And then like as I got older, I just started developing it, and now I feel like I'm proficient. And I'm definitely trying to get better. But yeah.
So like you mentioned, getting better. Do you think like with your covers, because I know you put them out a lot, do you think that helps like you become okay with your voice more and grow into it?
So I don't think the covers help me grow into my voice because it's very hard covering other people's songs. Um, I think me just sitting in my room, like working on stuff or trying to hit different riffs, help. Because with covers, it's more about like just people want to hear something familiar, so you got to cover other people's songs.
Yeah.
But hopefully, it falls in the right ears. But yeah.
Okay, definitely. So before we get into your own music, I kind of wanted to ask you who is some like artist that you looked up to when you was trying to shape your own voice.
Definitely Frank. Frank Ocean, like Lonnie Barex. I think it was that mixtape. I'm not sure the full name. It was I remember it was on that Piff. Frank, Janae Aiko, Usher, Tank. And then there's some newer artists like Chloe and Halle, they're fire.
Yeah.
I don't think I listen to a lot of Khalid, but people say I sound like him, which kind of like I don't like being compared, but like I think me listening to him like low key shaped my voice in a way as well. So yeah.
Wow, that's crazy that people say that. I've never guessed it, but I guess. So there's always like that controversy between being called artist or singer. So like, do you care, or like, how do you feel about that?
I definitely care because I feel like if you are an artist, you really have to write your songs. You have to be involved in the video process. I think a singer is just somebody that is able to sing and they're just given this product and they're like, oh, go sing this. And I feel like a lot of people in the industry are probably more like just singers because a lot of times they're run by a label and they're given this image and you have to portray this certain person through songs, visuals, all that, versus like somebody like even a Kendrick, like I feel like he's very homegrown and he built himself to be this big artist instead of somebody just giving it to him.
So we're going to speak more about his music and everything later on, but how would you say, how would you describe your sound to people who don't know what your music is like?
I would say pop R&B. Yeah. I don't really have much because it's kind of like as an artist, you're able to tap into so many different genres. And everything is really like genre bending nowadays. Nothing's really like strictly R&B or strictly this. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely discovered that. I had my Spotify Wrapped and it said electric pop or like melodic rap, and I was like, I did not know that was even a genre. So oh wait, yeah. So when you look online, I see that officially your first song was like maybe a little while back, 2018, like on So what made you then decide to like release music?
So I had a friend when I was working at Macy's. One of my coworkers, he started like he made his first song, and I saw him like trying to be a rapper, and I basically followed his he was somewhat of a prototype for me. So I based myself around him. I was like, oh, he was able to shoot a video. Oh, he was able to record a song. And I finally gained somewhat like confidence in my voice after that time. So I was like, oh, like maybe I can actually do this.
So, sorry if I'm looking down. I have my questions down, y'all.
You're fine.
So, like we mentioned, there's so many different genres, and, certain genres, I guess, kind of hold more weight or are likely to get noticed faster than others. So do you ever feel pressured to like alter your sound to get noticed faster?
I don't feel the pressure. I think what happens is a lot of times I look at other people's music and I'm like sometimes I'm definitely my own worst critic. I'm like, my stuff is cool, but they're doing something crazy. I think I face pressure in that way of trying to like better myself or not even better myself because somebody might look at my music and be like, oh, this is amazing. I feel pressure on comparing myself to other people, but not trying to like gain popularity off of that though.
Okay. So now there's still more questions to go. Don't get it twisted. But we are gonna play a quick game geared after our season 1 of We Want to Know, where I'm just basically gonna ask you random questions. Some of them are music based, some of them not. They're just random, gets people to get to know you. So we are gonna start. So the first question: your current favorite artist?
Current favorite artist. Damn, who do I listen to? Let's go with Dominic Fike.
Okay. Favorite no skip album?
SZA Control.
That is a good album. That is a good album.
Beautiful.
Now, this is one of the random ones. Would you rather drink pickle juice for the rest of your life or smell like a pickle for the rest of your life?
Definitely pickle juice. I love
Really?
anything fermented. Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know why in my head I was just like, yo, no one would ever drink pickle juice. And people do
But
it.
who wants to smell like a pickle? It's a very strong smell. Like it's good to eat, but like to smell like that, nah, nobody gonna want to fuck with
you. What song of yours is your favorite?
Damn, probably my unreleased ones. Well, Be Someone. Be Someone is probably my favorite. I don't know. It was I think it's the most melodic one that caters to my ear, if that makes sense.
Okay. Would you rather be loved or feared?
Definitely loved.
A lot of people say that one. Your ideal collab?
Ideal collab? Dead or alive?
Doesn't matter.
Definitely Mac.
How about give me one dead, one alive?
Okay. Mac Miller. Oh, fucking amazing. That would have been so dope. Alive? Let's go with Janae Echo.
I thought you was gonna pick Khalid. I thought you was gonna pick Khalid.
No, they're gonna like they sound the same.
Would you rather touch and taste everything you touched or smell everything you or taste everything you smell? There you go.
Touch everything I taste or taste everything I touch. Oh no, the first one.
Okay, favorite zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius, so it has to be Aquarius.
Okay, and favorite season, like?
Definitely fall. Yeah, I love hoodie season.
Then we love to put people on this platform. So favorite like upcoming artists.
Favorite upcoming artists? Franco Cologne or Forever Michael. I think these two dudes are very talented. I like when I can admit that somebody's better than me. And that's two artists that I feel like they're great at what they do.
Wow. Well, you heard it here first. Make sure that you go and check in on those people that he just mentioned, y'all. Okay, so now that is it for the game portion. Now we're headed back into the questions. Okay. So all your songs, like, when I listen to, so now we're going to talk into you about your music, really. So, you have these songs released and all your songs seem to have like meaning. So was it ever hard for you to like kind of release them because they are so close to stuff that you go through?
Not really. I'm never like, oh, should I say this or should I not? I don't feel like I'm a very talkative person, so I feel like my music gets all of me. So yeah.
So specifically now I want to talk to you about your song I'm Not Fine. How did that come about? You know, what
Oh
situation
yeah.
was that one?
That was a deep one.
Yeah.
When I wrote that, I went through like a long depression. I didn't leave the house for a while, and I remember like sitting in my bed, and I was just like, I had this melody in my head. I was just like, if you ask me how I'm doing, what's like been like, how's the music? I would say to you that I'm not fine. Um, I don't know, and I just randomly came up with that because it's about like being in a space to where you literally feel like you can't move and you're isolated from everybody. Um, yeah, that song was written 2, 3 years ago.
Wow.
So yeah, a lot of times it takes a while for music to actually come out.
Wow. So also wanted to also give you a chance to talk about the coming of age song. That one was also another deep one. That's one that I
Yes.
like too. So, you know, that process and know and speak about like suicide in one of them. So how did you, you know, put it into words? How were you able to get to that point?
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I was at a point where I was like mid growth, somewhat like in a sense of I had like some understanding of life. So I wrote like even like with the first line, it's like I feel like I'm finally growing, boy turning man, learning to control emotions. Um, I don't know, it just felt like something that needed to be said. I feel like a lot of times in the Black community and also just with men in general, like we're told to hide our feelings, and I don't know. I feel like we need music like that to uplift us and just give us a voice because everything's not always peachy and everything. They're gonna have some hurdles, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think I really explained that well enough, but yeah.
No, that was good. That was good. I also wanted to, I guess, thank you in a way for putting that out because I know that song kind of talked about, you know, that transition when you're in your 20s. I guess when you're supposed to know who you are. And, you know, I remember going through college and stuff and still trying to figure it out. And I felt like so down on myself because I felt like I wasn't reaching, you know, those goals that you're supposed to reach at that age. And that song just perfectly like put everything into the words. So I just wanted to, you know, say that song was really a great song. And I think everyone should check it out, especially if you're in that stage where you don't know, you're just feeling down on yourself. I was like, wow, okay, this is where I was
Yeah, because I feel like we're literally told to like do these certain things, and once we get to these places, we're like, wait, nothing's working out how I want it to work out. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just like, I'm here. So, yeah.
Like, literally, that's it. I'm just here, don't know what to do. So, when can we expect more music?
So I don't like putting deadlines and stuff because I'm not good with sticking to deadlines.
Yeah.
But I got one more song left to this project. Once that is finished, um, it'll be out. The project name is Cabin Fever. Um, I'm calling it Cabin Fever basically because it's like I feel like so from the moment I dropped my first single, Learnya, to now it's been about like 2, 3 years. And I've yet to drop a project. And all this music's just been in the background waiting. So Cabin Fever. Yeah.
I get it.
Lost my thought.
I see where you were going. So do you like with your music, is there anything else that like you want to, I guess, kind of reach any shows that you want to do in the future? Any more music videos? Is that something like we can expect or that you plan to do?
Yes. So shows, I don't know about shows. It's very hard to, I don't know. I find it hard due to me not having management to find places to perform at or I don't know, just generate some type of um fan base outside of online. Online has been like the easiest for me. But as far as music videos, definitely. I got a couple things in the works. I want to start shooting in January. So we'll see.
Do you think, like, as in, I guess, you know, now there's so many independent artists, everyone's like, I guess it's realizing like this, that's where it's at. Do you see yourself long term just staying independent, or what's like the end goal, I guess?
The goal would be to stay independent for as long as possible. I think it's something, uh, I guess the word is commemorable about like staying independent and being able to do it with like your team instead of like going to a label, because a label is very easy in the sense of like they give you promotion, they give you the money, the funds, all this stuff. But it's like you, a lot of times people they lose their publishing, their masters, all that. I would never want to be in a 360 deal. If I was to ever sign them, it had to be like a deal to where I feel like it works to my needs and I'm not losing out on my art or money. So we'll see.
Well, you heard it here first. We'll see. So now I always like to, like, I guess, wrap up the episodes with at least some advice from our guests. So what advice would you give to that person that wants to start up their art and start becoming an artist, but they don't know where to start because they don't have the backing that, you know, some of these big people have?
Definitely practice your craft. You don't want to put nothing out and somebody gets this. I mean, like you do have to grow. But make sure you're the best. Make sure you're proficient in what you're doing before you put stuff out. Because a lot of times, if you put out a bad record, somebody's like, "What the hell is this?" Like you kind of, people might not want to come back and listen to you. And then also keep going, because a lot of times you're gonna want to quit. I quit in my head every day. It comes with life. Like sometimes you want to quit life as well. But yeah, just keep going. And write it out. And if you feel like this is what you really want to do, stick to it. If you wake up every day with a melody in your head, or you just literally love this thing, keep going.
So now that we are at the end of the episode, can you tell the people how can they find you, your music, everything?
So my social, well, not my social, I'm gonna say social security.
Just give it away to everyone if you want.
I have Instagram. You can find me on Instagram at Wanyamusic. It's gonna be WANYA music. And that's where you can find all my stuff at. All my music videos, you can hit like the link in the bio, all that stuff. So yeah.
Just in case you guys didn't get it, also be in the links down below in the description box. Make sure that you go and you follow him to make sure you're a part of his journey before he becomes so big, and then you're gonna wish you were a part. So
her journey as well. Yo, shout out
thank you.
Like really.
Thank you very much. That has been the end of this episode of We Want to Know. We just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, and make sure you stay tuned for the next episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you're hitting that notification bell to be notified every time I post. And until next time, everyone, bye.